everybody. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about acupuncture. So I like to start with my reasoning for getting certified in acupuncture. And that was a geriatric patient that had come to me several years ago for euthanasia, actually. So she was a patient of a different veterinary clinic and had come to my clinic at the time for euthanasia. And because of her liver disease, she could not go on an anti-inflammatory, but her arthritis was so bad that her quality of life was starting to suffer because of the pain. And it was determined the best option for her was euthanasia. So I had the consultation with the owners and we discussed options, and we discussed we could put her on an anti-inflammatory and see what happens, knowing that most likely it would make her liver disease worse. Anti-inflammatories are processed through the liver, and it can worsen liver disease. But we could potentially get several more months with her, and that is the option that we decided, and that is exactly what happened. We did make her more comfortable for a short period of time, but we ended up making her liver disease worse. And for me, I just felt like that situation was so unfair to not only the owner, but also to me. I graduated from vet school and took an oath to do no harm in my patients. And with one decision, we knew we were making her liver disease worse. And while we didn't cause the liver disease, we also didn't help it. And so in that moment, I decided that I wanted to look for an alternative that could benefit a patient without causing harm. And that's when acupuncture came in. So in 2012, I was certified in acupuncture through the Chi Institute, now known as the Chi University, down in Florida. And I have not looked back since then. I absolutely fell in love with it. And it has been something that I have devoted the last 10 years of my life to. So what is it? How does it work? Who does it work for? It's truly amazing, and it's really very simple how it works. So we take these very small acupuncture needles and we just slide them right underneath the skin and acupuncture points. The acupuncture points are all over the body. There are acupuncture points right here on the nose. There are acupuncture points on each side of the nails. We don't use those very often. Most dogs don't like to have their nails trimmed, let alone me stick needles next to them. They're all along their belly, all along their back, down both front legs and back legs, inside and outside. So we have plenty of options to choose from. And along those acupuncture meridians, that's what the points are on, are meridians. They're small capillary beds or small blood vessels that when we stimulate the acupuncture point by placing a needle, those capillary beds either fill up with blood or they constrict and they push blood away. So we're pushing and pulling blood through the body by placing these acupuncture needles. And what that does is helps to restore normal circulation. So for some of you young ones that are watching this, you probably don't know this, but when you wake up in the morning and you take those first couple of steps out of bed, it can be uncomfortable. It can be painful until you get your blood flowing and your heart rate goes up and you get your blood restored back to where it was. Your knees may pop, your joints may be a little stiff, but after several steps, you're feeling pretty good. And that is what acupuncture is trying to prevent. We're trying to prevent your blood from stagnating to create pain. Another example that I like to talk about is a bruise. If you get punched in the arm and you have a bruise, it's because the blood has come out of the blood vessel and is where it's not supposed to be, and it's just sitting and it's not flowing like it should. So when you have that bruise, to touch it is painful, to move your arm can sometimes be painful, but once that bruise goes away and you go back to restored circulation that's normal, that is typically not painful anymore. The pain goes away. So when we place acupuncture needles in a patient with pain, we restore the blood flow like it should be, and they are less painful. Now, expectations have to be set at a certain level. I cannot make a 15-year-old dog who has had arthritis for the last 5 years act like a 2-year-old and be a champion agility competitor. But I can help that dog feel better and I can make them less painful. It also works with internal medicine type cases. So liver disease and kidney disease, seizures, it's the same concept. It's all about blood flow. We want to get blood flowing like it should, and we can get rid of pain and inflammation and help the body act and heal itself on a more natural level. So I hope this helps. Stay tuned. We'll have a lot more acupuncture videos on our channel too. So make sure you subscribe and you'll get alerts each time that we post a new video. Otherwise, we'll send some emails out and make sure we announce it on social media too. So thanks so much.